I can't wait. Nah, I can't wait. Gotta go get to the money, gotta participate. Nah, I can't wait. I ain't starting late, starting on time, I'm on my grind.
I be tripping myself out. But I really just want to hop on here. It's going to be quick today. You know, I usually be I put the vlog out last. I be putting out workouts in there also. But today, I'm pretty much just going to be talking about 5 things you should know before you get started into Hyrox. Because I think I've done maybe 4 races at this point, somewhere around 4. Let me see. I did pro doubles first time, right? I just jumped straight into pros. Then I've done mixed doubles. I've done relay. And I've done another pro doubles. For things in context, my first mixed double was a 122 back in April. The last one I did, not my mixed double, pro doubles. Yeah, pro doubles. And then the last one I just did was 101.23. Yeah, we had got a 3-minute penalty because I did something wrong. So, yeah, there's something I'm going to tell you. There's something about too, so it ended up being 104. But I did extra work. I pretty much just, so if you do farmer's carries, there is an arrow that shows you where to go. I actually went farther around, and they gave me a 3-minute. But we did 101. I was going for sub 60, but we didn't get it. But let's hop right into it. Number 1, this is a runner's race. I don't care what you do. I don't care how strong you are, how much you lift, especially for my black folks out there. I mean, let's be real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We don't run like our counterparts, right? We don't run like them. Like, they run way more. They've been running a lot longer. They've been doing marathons. We look at running like this is insane. If you're somebody that think you're strong, or man, I could push them sleds, or I could carry that stuff, and yeah, you can when you're not running. The running is extremely important. So you need to have a running schedule. Like, this is something that has changed from when we did a 122 pro doubles to doing a 101 pro doubles. I also done a 105 with my girlfriend, which it was her first time. And in the mixed doubles, we did a 105, and that was her first one. And then we came first. Me and my team, we did in our relay, we did a 56-minute, but got a 2-minute penalty because my guy went out in the wrong arch. So he went out in the end arch. We did a 56 minutes, and we were first overall. So we all was something that we did for me to change from April all the way to what's called is just get a extremely strict running schedule and sticking to it. And that running schedule should be broken up into a couple of different things. It should be broken up into you have a tempo run, right? You may run a tempo run, basically. That's kind of like a fast, shorter mileage. So I do 4 miles, and I try to keep it at a zone 3, zone 4 pace. And I'm literally just trying to keep it up and run at a fast pace. Obviously, I'm not sprinting. I'm just keeping it at a fast pace, keeping the heart rate up, but it's a shorter run. Then you have I have 800 intervals, but this is a compromise run. So I do this on Monday or Tuesday, depends on how my schedule allows me to do it. I will go work out in the morning and everything, but then at nighttime I will go run, and I will go out and actually I go to a treadmill or a track. It's cold, but sometimes we'll be on treadmill. We go on treadmill. You put it at your race pace. Put the treadmill at your race pace with 1 incline. So for my race pace, I'm trying to run a 6:30 mile pace. So that's like a 4:02 kilometer, something like that. So I'm putting it up at my race pace, and I'm running for 800 meters, which is half a mile, and you do 8 of them. In between each one of those half miles, I actually put this workout on my channel, so go check out one of my videos. I won't know if I can link it in here. I might link it in the bottom. But I literally go do 800, and between each 800, you do a workout. So you might do 800 meters, do 50 push-ups, 800 meters, 50 lunges, 800 meters, 50 body weight squats, 800 meters, 50 mountain climbers. You may do something in that nature, right? And when you do these workouts, You're literally doing it at a high pace, and you're not trying to take any breaks in between. So you're making sure you're keeping the heart rate elevated, and you're continuing to move even when you're compromised, because that's what about being a hybrid athlete is. You're being an endurance athlete, right? It's an endurance race. So when you're an endurance athlete, it's exactly what it sounds like. You have to endure. You have to go through pain. You have to push through pain. So therefore, that's why it's so important for me to make sure that I am actually running while being compromised, on compromised legs, compromised arms, or whatever it is, but running while I'm still running while I'm still tired, working out while I'm tired from the run, and vice versa. Just making sure I'm staying active. So I would do eight 800s, and in between one, I do workouts. All right, boom. The next run I usually do, this is my schedule. I would do, this is my running schedule, not even my workout schedule. Mind you, this is just running. Then I would do my tempo run on my Thursday that I was telling you about. I run it like a zone 3, zone 4 pace. And then afterwards, I go hop on the Peloton, do a 30-minute bike ride. And then after that, Friday, so Monday, Tuesday, 800 intervals. Fridays, I would do Thursdays, I do the 4 miles, 4 to 5 miles, and then do the Peloton. I do like 9 miles on the Peloton on the bike. Then on Fridays, I do a long run, zone 2 run. Like today's Friday, which means you just stay in a zone 2 pace. Today I did like a zone 2, zone 3, but it depends on how you feel. But you want to try to get used to having time on feet. You want to get used to having time on feet. Just get used to running for a long time, right? So I literally I did an hour and 25 minutes, which was something like 10 miles this morning. And I try to do that every Friday. I do it every Friday. And Sunday, I'll do another run. Usually with that run, I'll usually try to do, I would try to do 1,200 intervals. 1,200 meters, 0.72 miles, 0.75 miles, something like that. I'll put it on the treadmill. I put my race pace, and I will actually go up on the incline. So I may start off at a 1 incline, and I do seven intervals. I do 7. And I'll keep it at the race pace, and I'll just raise the incline. Because if you raise the incline on a treadmill, that actually makes the running harder. So you're actually, when you're on flat ground, you're probably running at a faster pace. So I'll start off at a 1 incline, and I go up, like I do 2 of my intervals at a 1, 2 of my intervals at a 2. I might do 2.5, 2.5, and I might do another one that try to go up to a 3, right? And on that last one, yeah, you feel it. I feel it still. You know what I mean? So that's how I like to do it. That is 4 runs in the week that I would do for sure. Now, mind you, I'm still training because it is a hybrid endurance race. So I'm still, every morning I work out Monday through Wednesday. Before every workout, I'll run 2 miles. I'll run 2 miles, come back. Then I will do a Hyrox station, like a station workout Monday through Wednesday. I got one of those workouts literally on the channel, so go check it out. And that includes running as well. I would do ski erg, burpees, farmer carries, whatever it is, whatever that workout is for that day. I will still get that in too. So like I said, this is just in addition to running. So I'm still working on gym, and then I would lift after that work. After I'm done with the Hyrox session, I would still go lift. So yes, it sounds like a long time because I would do be a long time. That's Monday through Wednesday. Usually Thursday, Friday, nothing but running, and then Sunday just run. And I might, with indoor performance group, which is the group that I'm with, me and my team, we go crazy. We'll go ahead and hop on there with Coach Rob, and he'll get us right with the endurance workout for the team. So that's pretty much how workout split. I don't work out on Saturdays. So today's Friday, so it's 12 o'clock right now. I used to be asleep by now because I would usually wake up at 4 o'clock to go work out, 5 o'clock to work out, between 4:30 and 5 o'clock to go work out. Oh, no, I'm waking up late tomorrow. So, yeah, so that's what's going on right now. So that's what I would say. That's the first thing. So next thing I would say, like I was saying before, number 2, I would like to have a strategy going into the race. Have a strategy. A lot of people just think and this is from experience, by the way. This is, like I said, my first race we did a 122 pro doubles. We had no clue what we signed up for. I didn't even know what Hyrox was. My partner said, hey, let's do a Hyrox. I got a girl joined in. I said, hey, you know what? Forget it. Let's go. Because I'm one of those people that challenge myself. I'm like, what is open? Why would I not do anything pro? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to go pro. Went pro. Not that we weren't strong enough and stuff to do the pro, but it's a different beast just to know what you run into. Hyrox is a different beast itself than going into the pros. Crazy. So we didn't have a strategy. We checked out and we looked, and this one thing our coach had told us. First of all, you want to know that we'll get there. Have your own strategy. We went out there the first time, and we ran our first lap, our first 1,000 meters, at like a 2-minute and 30-second kilometer, which is like a 4:30 minute pace per mile. Yeah, we pretty much sprinted. And we burned out. We burned out quick. By the time we got to I'd say after sled pull, we were cooked. On sled pulls, we pushing all the way through. We not just taking the breaks in between, get our legs a break. I mean, we going crazy. The thing is, because you come out here thinking you strong and you could do all this stuff, and you like, man, this ain't nothing. I'm going to just go out. Look, bro, you let those people that speed and run, let them go as fast as they want to. Most people that start off fast going to burn out. Unless you with those people that with the Elite 15 or they used to running. Most people that start out too fast burn out. And I've seen this because we was one of those people. After that, I've learned to have a strategy. That's how me and my girl on our first one, mixed doubles, LT. As y'all know, y'all be seeing me with her. We got a 105 our first one. We came in there with a strategy. Strategize. Figure out what pace you want to keep. And we'll get back to that. But come in there with a strategy. Don't just go out there just like, oh, I'm about to just go run as fast as I can, and I'm going to do the station as fast as I can. No, have a time frame. This is the set time we want to get. Now, how do we break down? How fast do we need to run to get that time? How fast do we need to do stations to get those times that we want? To get the overall time. It's a strategy. Number three. Don't race the field. Before you get started, understand you're racing against a time, not the field. Figure out what time you want to get, and this goes back to strategizing. Figure out what time you want to get and stick to the strategy that you all have that you have for your race. Because if you go out there and race the field, you're going to be racing somebody like Hunter McIntyre. If you don't know who that is, look him up. You'll get out there your first one, especially if you do pro or something, and you'll go out there sprinting with him. And you haven't, respectfully, you haven't done the work to be running that fast and sticking with him the whole race. You racing somebody else that they have been training for this. Understand what you want to do and do not race the field. You're racing against a time. So I'm not worried about what everybody else is doing. Okay, like my last one, we did a 101. We want to do sub 60. The thing is, we knew what we had to do. We weren't worried about anybody else. We actually ended up finishing first in our heat, I'm pretty sure. But we weren't watching everybody else like, oh, man, we need to beat them, or are we going too fast? We like, this is our pace. This is what we need to get, and this is what we are shooting for. So that's one thing that we took serious. We took that extremely serious. Just being able to make sure, hey, run your own race. Our Coach Rob, shout out to Rob. Coach kept telling, hey, run your race. That's all we're doing here. What time do you want to get? Stick to that plan that y'all had. And, obviously you deviate from the plan based off of your part. If you got a partner that get tired or something, or maybe you get tired, you need to take a longer break, whatever it is. But stick to the plan that you came up with and stay there. Simple, right? Number 4. Pacing is everything. Because to my pacing, I keep to my pace. You need to pace. It's not about being super fast all the time and going as hard as you can. Find a pace that you can stay at comfortably and still finish at a good time. And when I say comfortably loosely, you're going to be hurting regardless. You're going to hurt regardless. But find a place where you can have a pain threshold where you know you can keep that and continue pushing through the race and still finish at the time that you want to finish at. Pacing is super important. Figure out, what pace do I need to run? What pace do I need to finish this ski at? What pace do I need to be on the row? What pace do I need to be at when I'm doing the sled push, sled pulls? What pace? Pacing is extremely important. So figure out what's that pace that you want to run. It's not about sprinting. It's not about going too slow. Find a pace that is good for you and stick with that pace. Stick with that pace. I'm telling you, it's going to help you a lot. It is going to help you a lot. Learn proper technique. Learn proper technique for each station. Because you want to do the stations very well, but you don't want to exert extra unnecessary energy that you don't have to exert if you just have the proper technique. So there's different people do their skis and their rolls differently, right? They may do ski. I do double ski. I go pump, pump, breathe. 2 hard pulls, breathe. Now there's people that just go speed, 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 speed. One technique I will tell you, speed, don't worry about that. It's about power. Power is what you want on these machines. Because speed, speed, speed burn you out, but you may not go anywhere. Coach Rob told me this, I'll never forget this. He said, hey, would you rather go somewhere, get somewhere in 1,000 pulls or 1 pull? What that means is, if I can pull one time as hard as I can and get to where I got to go, I'd rather do that than going super fast but with no power. So that's what I mean. Technique. Even with the sled push. Do I want to push all the way to the end, or do I want to push halfway, stop, give my leg a break, push, stop, and then go back the other way? Do I want to, what's the technique? Because the key is not to burn out through those stations. Because it's the run that really can keep you in the race. That run can get you a really good time. Yes, you want to finish the stations at a good time, of course. Yes, because sometimes you actually, like, for like my people, my group, we know black folks too. Most of the time, our advantage is that we're strong. We've been in gym lifting. You've been doing that. Most of the time, these guys that out here running, they've been runners. So what you need to do is find your strength. So what you need to be, it's great at the machines. This is what my coach told us, bro. I'm telling you, I listen to everything, bro. You need to. We already are strong. We're great at the machines. So what we need to work on is being great at the stations, great at the machines, but still be good runners. Those people that we're running against and we're going against, or that's our other competitors in the field, they're usually great runners, good or all right at the machines. So if we're able to be good runners and great at the machines, we have an advantage. We have an advantage. So one thing you want to do is find a strategy and find the proper techniques for those machines, for those stations, and do not burn out. Let me see. What else? All right. Another thing is recovery is important. Recovery is important. Shout out that we usually athletes, performance athletes, like play football or something like that, or some type of sport. So we used to just pushing through pain. But we don't take the time to recover. So when you're training, and I'm still getting better at this, I'm not gonna lie, my girl will literally tell y'all, like, bro, this man do not recover. He just talking. But this is something that I'm working on, and so I'm gonna tell y'all too. This is my flaw. Just being able to recover. Right? We go hard. I work out 6 days a week, sometimes 2 times a day. At least twice a week or once a week. I do 2 times a day. And with that, in my work, well, people with y'all see my cat in the background, but people would say, well, my workouts technically be like 3 in 1. Like I'll be in the gym for 3 hours from 6 a.m. to 8:40. From the 2-mile run to the Hyrox stage section to the lift. So they'll be, and then I still go. Some days I go run after that. So we need to know how to recover. You putting that heavy load, this training, this hybrid training is extremely, extremely taxing. Taxation, as my boy TK would say. And with that being said, you need to take care of your body. We're not superhumans. Like, and that's how I'm learning. I'm so used to pushing through pain, and I still will, but that's not something that is advantageous for you in the race. So if you feel pain or you're hurting, don't do it, because you're just going to jeopardize your race time and how you're going to do in the race. So take time to stretch, right? Take time. You feel a pain, figure out what you need to do, what recovery things you need to do to get that pain taken care of and get it fixed, right? So that's another thing. Take recovery serious. I don't know how many things that was, but I think that was 5. Let me see. Another thing is with strategy, just being able to understand what you need for race day. Like if you're going to need what nutrition you're going to have, what shoes you're going to be running. That's a big one. Shoes you run in are going to be very important. So for me, I run in clouds. The first one I had the on cloud runners. Now lately I've been running the on cloud carbon plate shoes. So those been really good for me. But you know, there's shoes, there's different plate. I like carbon plate shoes that make you run faster. I'm a bounce in them, and but the downside with those, you're probably not gonna have the most grip. And my shoestring is real long, but you know I could change them. But that's another thing. But it's stuff like that matters, right? Make sure your shoes got enough grip. Make sure your shoes don't rock when you're doing wall balls, right? Right? Because you know some of those shoes, those racing shoes, they have carbon plate. They may be very high, or they may be at a place where you'll rock when you try to do the wall balls. You'll understand once you start. But figure out what shoes you're gonna wear. What's your nutrition? What should you eat? What should you be eating? What's your nutrition should be like? Like me personally, my week of the race, my month of the race, I drink wine and stuff like that. I don't drink hard alcohol. But month of the race, I usually don't even drink any wine. Try to keep the sweets down, especially the week of. And I kind of love sweets. And then I eat a lot of pasta and rice and stuff like that on the week of the race. So just stuff like that. Just figuring out your strategy. And like I said, I'm still fine-tuning. Actually, I'm still my first year in it. Like, I haven't even been in it a year yet. And been seeing extremely great strides. And just finding a tribe that you can do the work with and find other experienced people that are doing it. So shout out to, Club and Door or whatnot. Of course, that's who I train with. That's who I work out with. Shout out to Coach Rob and everybody else on the team, because ultimately – that was able to take me from being kind of like a newbie to like, oh, wow, hold on, I see what I actually be doing. I see how I need to be actually training. And obviously, with all that training load, you have a dog, because obviously I still have a business. I just still do real estate. Y'all know that. So you probably like, dang, you do all this stuff and you a train. But, yeah, I still have a business, too. I still have a kid. I'm still doing this stuff, trying to make the content stuff. As y'all see, right now it's 12:38 a.m., and I'm up doing this right now. Woke up this morning at 4, did my 10-mile run, came back, went to Bible study, got my kid ready, took him to school, went to work, look at houses, all that stuff like that. It's in contracts, tried to say property sold, get property in the contract, work. Then got my son, play with him, boom, boom, eat, all that stuff. Now I'm back here doing this again. So it's one of those things that we just got to make sure that we're, you want to make time for, you want to do. Like I said, you don't have to do this as a profession or something like that. Do it for fun. Like, one thing you should do is, I think you should just do it, even if as a Hyrox. Like, I know this video, y'all gonna be like, oh man, like this sound like too much. But look, this is just me. I always want to do everything to the best of my abilities. Now, I feel like you just want to test yourself, push your limit. It's just like how people sign up for 5Ks. I'm just telling you what you should prepare for, and the things that you should know before you get started and going into Hyrox. So I know you might just do it one time, but you want to do the best that you possibly can, right? So I want you to be able to do the best you possibly can. So I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Those are the 5 things. I might have said 16. I don't even know. But those are the things you should know before getting started in Hyrox. And y'all keep tapping in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, of course. And I'm going to keep dropping more content for y'all. And let y'all follow my journey along being a hybrid athlete and all those things, all those other things that I am as well. So, look, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Hey, if y'all got any questions, hit me up. Follow me on Instagram at _Mr.Mindset. You can hit me up at any time there. And I promise you I'll answer your questions. I'm out. Peace.